The time is 12:05 on this Wednesday afternoon, 20th of September 2017. It is time now for the Peter Channel Afternoon News on this Wednesday afternoon, 20th of September 2017. Good afternoon, everybody. I am Peter J. Wiggins. The time is 12:06 on this Wednesday afternoon, and our top story in the Peter Channel Afternoon News on this Wednesday afternoon is Puerto Rico will suffer a direct hit with worries of floods from Hurricane Maria. More than 200 dead after magnitude 7.1 quake strikes Mexico. Death toll will rise. California suing Trump over border wall, escalating battle with White House. Under Kelsey Graham, healthcare spending would drop in all but 16 states. 15 voted for Trump. Trump blames Clinton for North Korea nuke crisis. There's melon in Germany's election, not by Russia, but by U.S. right wing. Baca condemns efforts to halt Catalan vote. Sovereign Fund joins Saudi entertainment drive. HHS took 5 private jets for work trips last week, according to the report. Starbucks rubber suspect may sue man who stopped him. Fox News slammed by legal experts for saying that Trump was right about Obama wiretap. A South Korean protester died after setting himself on fire while standing on a rooftop in an 18-story building in Seoul, according to local police. Google announced Wednesday will launch a $5 million innovation fund to counter terrorism worldwide. Chinese universities are taking steps to limit the number of North Korean students in the country. 2 more potential suspects have been arrested over the terrorist attack on a London subway last week, London's Metropolitan Police said Wednesday. Spain's Guardia Civil raided the offices of 3 government ministries on Wednesday and arrested 13 people over the upcoming Catalonia referendum. The Bloomberg Forum will feature speakers including former President Bill Clinton, French President Emmanuel Macron, and Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. Less than a quarter of Republicans in Congress vocally supported funding President Donald Trump's border wall, a new survey by USA Today said Wednesday. President Trump is scheduled to meet with British Prime Minister Theresa May and other heads of state at the United Nations on Wednesday. Hurricane Jose is weakened to a tropical storm, but is still expected to bring dangerous conditions to the New Jersey shore in the coming days. We'll have more on that coming up in the weather segment of the Peter Channel Afternoon News. Toshiba to sell chip unit for $18 million to plug losses. No only hiring for Walmart, just more hours for its workers. U.S. existing home sales fall to a 1-year low after Harvey. Look at that stock now. Up 19 points at 22,390. SP 500 up 79 cents at 2507.44. And NASDAQ up 13.18 at 6448.14. NASA launches competition to help astronauts breathe on long-haul space flights. Hepatitis A outbreak declared in LA County as San Diego washes down streets. Peter Channel News time is 12:09 on this Wednesday afternoon, and it's time now for New England Intelligence Report. In Boston, jump up Frontage Road and West 4th on the header for the tunnel to the airport. As it was pulled down by police as he was going over, transported to the hospital for evaluation. Here, Channel News time is 12:09 p.m. and it's time now for a sports report. Boston Red Sox be down in Baltimore taking on the Baltimore Orioles. Game time 7:05 p.m. North Lancers Warriors soccer team will be off the Midway, taking on Midway Mustangs. Game time 3:30 p.m. And the North Lancers volleyball team will have a game against the Foxborough Warriors at Donai. Game time 6:30 p.m. Midwestern States Robert Graves dies from injury suffered while tackling. Former middleweight champion Jake LaMotta, dead at the age of 95. Canada's Wild Free Agency had him on the verge of leaving the Warriors. Peer Channel News time is 12:10 on this Wednesday afternoon, and it's time now for a traffic and transit report. MBTA lines are looking good on the subway, commuter rail, and the ferries, except looking at the Fairmont line, but it's looking good. All right, looking at the highways and byways of New England. 495 at the northbound side, slow between 3 and low all the way up to 93 in Andover. But Otherwise, it is looking good in 9 ways and byways of New England. Here, Channel News Time, 12:10 on this Wednesday afternoon. It is time now for a weather report. The latest on 12 on Wednesday, 11 a.m. advisory, 39.0 to the north, 70.0 to the west. Max sustained wind 7 miles an hour. Movement northeast at 8 miles an hour. And Air Force Hurricane Anders indicate that Jose is a strong tropical storm. Dangerous surf and rip current conditions continue for several more days along much of the east coast of the United States. A tropical warning in effect for Whistles at Sagamore Beach, including Cape Cod, Block Island, Martha's Vineyard, and Nantucket. A tropical warning means that tropical conditions are expected somewhere within warning area, and in this case within the next 12 to 24 hours. For some information, this particular area, including possible inland watches and warnings, please monitor the product issued by a local National Weather Service Forecast Office. At 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, the center of tropical storm Jose was located near latitude 39.0 to the north, longitude 7.0 to the west. Jose is moving toward the northeast near 8 miles an hour, and this general motion is decreasing in forward speed expected to continue for tonight. A slow westward motion is expected to begin on Thursday on the forecast track. The center of Jose was expected to pass well to the east of the North Jersey coast today and pass offshore of southeast of Massachusetts on Thursday. Max sustained winds near 70 miles an hour gusts. Gradual weaken this forecast during the next couple of days. Jose has large system and 12 force winds extend out to the 205 miles an hour from the center. Minimum temperature, based on the data from the Air Force, Hurricane Under is 976 millibars, or 82 inches. 12 conditions are expected to begin in the water later today. Swells turning by Jose affecting Bermuda and much of the U.S. East Coast and will likely cause dangerous surf and recurrent conditions during the next several days. For more information, please contact me a local web office. And Jose is expected to produce fall additional rainfall accumulation by Thursday. Martha's Vineyard and Cape Cod 1 to 2 inches, and then take it 2 to 4 inches. Today's rain total is going to cause isolated flash flooding. And Hurricane Maria, 18.4 to the north, 6.5 to the west. Max sustained winds 140 miles an hour. Movement northwest at 12 miles an hour. Destructive winds and flooding continue over the portion of Puerto Rico and center of Maria approaching the northern coast of Puerto Rico. The government of France has discontinued tropical storm warning for St. Martin and St. Paul family. The government of St. Martin has discontinued tropical storm warning and hurricane watch for St. Martin. The government of Netherlands has discontinued tropical storm warning for Saba. Hurricane warnings in effect for U.S. Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico and Calabar, and BKs in Dominican Republic from Cape Angano to Puerto Plata, Turks and Caicos Islands, and the southeast of Bahamas. A tropical warning is in effect for Dominican Republic west of Puerto Plata, the northern border of Dominican Republic and Haiti. Dominican Republic west of Cape Angano to Puerto Plata. A hurricane watch in effect for Dominican Republic from Isla Sano to Cape Angano. Hurricane warning means that hurricane is expected somewhere in water to protect life and probably should be rushed to completion. A tropical warning means that tropical conditions are expected somewhere in the water area. A hurricane watch means that hurricane conditions are possible within the watch area. A watch is typically issued 40 hours before the anticipated first occurrence of a tropical storm force winds. Conditions that make outside preparation difficult and dangerous. Interest elsewhere in the Nashville and the Bahamas should monitor the progress of Maria. For some information specific area in the United States, including also inland watches and warnings, please monitor the products issued by a local National Weather Service Forecast Office. For some information specific area outside the United States, please monitor the products issued by a local National Meteorological Service. At 11 a.m., the center of Hurricane Maria was located inland over Puerto Rico near latitude 18.4 to the north, longitude 66.5 to the west. Maria is moving toward the northwest near 12 miles an hour, and in this general motion and with a gradual decrease in forward speed is expected by early Friday on the forecast track. The center of Maria will move offshore to the northern coast of Puerto Rico during the next couple of hours. The center will pass offshore to the northeast coast of the Dominican Republic tonight and Thursday, and then move to the Turks and Caicos Islands and southeast Bahamas Thursday night and Friday. Max sustained winds near 140 miles an hour gusts. Maria's a Category 4 hurricane on San Francisco hurricane wind scale. Little changes to strength is forecast during the next 4 hours, and Maria is expected to remain a dangerous major hurricane Friday. Hurricane force winds extend out to the 60 miles an hour from the center, and tropical force winds extend out to 150 miles an hour. Estimated minimum temperature is 930 miles an hour, 27.47 inches. When hurricane tropical conditions are occurring over the Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands, tropical conditions are expected to begin in the warning area and in the Dominican Republic this afternoon. Hurricane conditions starting in the hurricane warning area tonight. Tropical conditions are expected to begin in the Turks and Caicos Islands and the southeast Bahamas Thursday morning. Hurricane conditions starting Thursday evening. Wind speeds are tough than windward side of hills and mountains on high rise buildings. Could be much stronger than the near surface winds indicated in this advisory. The combination of a dangerous storm surge and the tidal will cause normally dry areas near the coast to be flooded by rising waters moving inland from the shoreline. The water is expected to reach the fall night, so above the ground to the peak. The surge occurs at the time of high tide. Puerto Rico 69 feet. The deepest water will occur along the immediate coast near and to the northern Indians of the landfall location, where the surge will be occurring by large and disruptive waves and surge and related flooding. Depends on the relative time of the surge and the tidal cyclone. It can vary greatly over the short distances. For information specific area, Please see product station by local and national weather service forecast office. The dangerous storm surge coming by. Large and destructive waves will raise water levels by as much as 4 to 6 feet above normal tide levels in the hurricane water area in the Dominican Republic and 1 to 3 feet elsewhere along the northern coast of the Dominican Republic in 80. A dangerous storm surge coming by. Large and destructive waves will raise water levels by as much as 10 to 15 feet above normal tide levels in the hurricane water area to the north and central area for both the southeast of Cape, Bahamas, and Turks and Caicos Sounds. Rainfall, may expected to fall and rainfall totals Friday. Puerto Rico 12 to 18 inches, outside 25 inches. U.S. and British Virgin Islands, an additional 5 to 10 inches. Outside 15 inches, Northern the Dominican Republic, Turks and Caicos, and southeast of Bahamas. 8 to 16 inches, outside 20 inches. North 82 to 4 inches. Rainfall in these islands will cause life-threatening flash floods and mudslides. Several tornadoes are possible in Puerto Rico and the U.S. Virgin Islands today. Do not venture outside when the climate the hurricane passes over, as dangerous winds will turn very quickly when the eye moves away. Swells journeying by Maria are affected at Leeward Islands, Puerto Rico, and Virgin Islands, and these swells likely begin affecting the northern coast of Hispano, the Turks and Caicos Islands, and the southeast of Bahamas during the next day or two. These swells likely cause life-threatening surf and recurring conditions. Please still contact me a local web office. And looking at the radar, and it shows a line of rain showers stretching on the line from Falmouth all the way up into the Truro. Patchy rain showers from Lakeville all the way up to Plymouth, down 44. Rain showers around north central Providence County from Smith down to Woonsocket, and rain likely from south central Worcester County from Webster all the way up to Weston Natick, and rain showers around Hudson, Lexington, and Beverly and Lynn. Patchy rain showers around north side of Brockton and Holbrook, and around Cohasset, and patchy rain between Citrus and Marshfield, and patchy rain around Nantucket. And this is Jose and a line of rain showers way off the Jersey Shore. Okay, 7 days. We are under a wind. Alright, we're under a wind advisory for tonight and tomorrow, along with some high surf and dangerous wind conditions from Mosaic to some ocean-exposed beaches. For much of the weekend, there's the potential for significant erosion along ocean-exposed beaches during this week. And now we're in a wind advisory from now until 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time Thursday. Eastern Massachusetts mostly around, north 15 to 30 miles per hour with gusts up to 50 miles an hour. Time of the Thursday. Gusty winds will likely down tree limbs and possibly isolated trees, especially since full foliage remains on our trees. Isolated power outages are possible, and with this strong cable abandoned tree limbs and branches possibly causing isolated power outage driving can be difficult, especially for high-profile vehicles. Use extra caution. And checking out the outages, National Grid's got 148 customers in the dark. And for Eversource, 155 customers in Massachusetts. Okay, 7-day forecast. It goes like this. For this afternoon, a chance of showers. Patch cloud go west. Clouds go west. How about 6-7 degrees? North about 11 to 3 miles of gust size. 33 miles an hour. Chance pitches 50%. New press amounts between 10 and 1 inch possible for tonight. Tropical storm conditions possible. A chance of showers maybe before 2 a.m. Patch cloud before 2 a.m. west. Clouds go about 63 degrees and chance pitches 50%. New press amounts between 10 and 1 inch possible Thursday. Chance showers mainly before 7 a.m. Most of the clouds have about 74 degrees and north about 13 to 18 miles gust size. 41 miles an hour. Chance pitches 30%. For Thursday night, most gusts about 36 degrees and north is about 13 and 50 miles an hour. Gust size 31 miles an hour. Friday, Patrick Center in the most gusts about 6 to about 58 degrees and north about 13 and 50 miles gust size 26 miles an hour. For Saturday, most of the sunny podcast about 33 about 60 degrees. For Sunday, most of the sunny podcast about 8 about 63 degrees. Monday, Patrick Center podcast about 8 about 63 degrees. And for Tuesday, Patrick Center about 76 degrees. And currently in Taunton, it's light rain and foggy mist, and it's 67. And in Taunton, it is overcast, light rain, and windy, and we have 66 degrees and 97%, and that is going to be it for the Peter Channel afternoon news on the September 20th, 2017 on Wednesday. I'm Peter J. Wishing you have a good afternoon with a good attitude, and I'll see you for an. Hope you have a good day.